Hello everyone, this is Joseph. Today, I'm going to share with you the suggested solutions for MATH PSLE 2020 Paper 2, questions 1 to 5. This is an exam smart strategy that I always adopt. The importance of reading each question carefully and then to annotate when you read. Annotating means we underline, highlight, circle, underline, so that we can identify the concepts by retrieving all the hints, the clues, the big ideas before we can solve the word problems. Now, after solving the word problems, we have to evaluate to find to confirm whether our answer is reasonable, whether our answer is accurate. Right? Sometimes we evaluate by using a different concept, a different heuristics, a different way of solving the same question to arrive at the same answer. Now, the first question is shown on this particular slide here, and I will be doing them using the next slide. So question 1 is on rearranging the 4 digits given to us to form the smallest multiple of 5. So we are given 2, 3, 5, and 8. These are the 4 digits given to us. So I'm going to write down, we are given 2, 3, 5, and 8 to form a 4-digit number that is a multiple of 5, and it has to be the smallest. So multiple of 5 means it must have a digit in the ones place that is divisible by 5, right? So if we all know that divisible by 5 means it must be a multiple of 5. So multiple of 5 means 5, 10, 15, 20. So it has to be a 5 or a 0 in the ones place. So in this case, we know that it has to be a 5. So the 5 is taken up. So no more. Now, it has to be the smallest of all. It's the smallest 4-digit number. So if it's the smallest 4-digit number, then the thousands place has to be a 2. Because 2 is the smallest digit in the 4 given to us. The next smallest in the hundreds place must be a 3. So the answer for part A is 2385. Now to do part B, we are supposed to get the greatest 4-digit number. This time, they want it to be the greatest, right? And it has to be within 3,000 and 4,000. Since we need to have a number that is within 3,000 and 4,000, that means the digit in the hundreds place must be a 3. Okay, and it must be the greatest of all. So if you look at the remaining digit, we have 8, 2, and 5. So 8 is the greatest of all, followed by 5, followed by 2. So actually we have already solved 1A and 1B. Now I'm going to move on to number 2. Question 2. Question 2 is asking us about duration, right? So we know there are 4 characters there: Dinesh, Ismail, Ming, and Paul. Now we want to find out who was first in the race. To be first in the race, the person must have completed the race using the shortest time. The shortest time. So the person using the shortest time is none other than Ming. So A is done. It's extremely easy. Now B. To find the average time taken by the 4 boys, we need to first know the total duration, the total timing. So total timing means you have to add up all this, add up the 4 times timing in seconds. So when you add everything, you will get 56.8 seconds. You can use a calculator because it is a paper 2 question. Right? Before we can find the average, we need to always know that average means total divided by the number of items. So the total in this case is 56.8 seconds divided by 4 runners. So 56.8 seconds divided by 4 runners, that will give us 14.2 seconds. So meaning B is done. 14.2 seconds. Very easy, right? Okay, now we move on to the next question, which is number 3. Now to do number 3, we were told that Matthew has a rope 64 cm long and it's being cut into 3 pieces as shown in the diagram. So let's add up the 3 pieces. It is an algebraic expression. So the first piece is u plus, the first piece is u plus 8. The second piece is u. The third piece is 2u. Now, all the u family, all the u terms must be added together. Okay, so what do I mean? U plus 2u will give us 4u. So 4u add 8 has to be the total 64. Alright, so rearrange this. 4 units will be 64 minus 8. 4 units minus 8 give us 56. So 1 unit is 56 divided by 4. Now 56 divided by 4 is simply 14. Alright, so the value of u is 14. So number 3 is done. Let's move on to question 4 and 5 in my next slide. Now, question 4 is on rate, the topic on rate. Now, Shanti took a taxi from home to her office. Her taxi fare was based on the charges given in the table. Now, the taxi stopped once at a traffic light for 1 minute and then it traveled for a total of 5.8 km to reach her office. Now, when the taxi stopped at a traffic light, so this is a very important information. Stop at the traffic lights for a minute. Now, if you look at the table, this one over here, right? Stopping or waiting for every 45 seconds or less, we have to pay 22 cents. Now, Shanti's taxi stopped for a minute. A minute is the same as 60 seconds. Now, 60 seconds is already more than the 45 seconds here. So, or part thereof means with the keywords here, or less means we have to consider double 45 seconds because it is more than 45 seconds. So in this case, Shanti's taxi stopped for 60 seconds. That means Shanti's taxi will charge her 22 cents twice of it, which is 44 cents. The first 22 cents for the 45 seconds and the next 22 cents for the extra 45 seconds. Okay, all right, because this is already more than 45 seconds, so she has to pay the second 22 cents. So this one must be considered. So I'm going to put a tick here to be considered. All right, now next, her taxi traveled for 5.8 km. Now the 5.8 km includes the first 1 km. So for the first 1 km, she is charged 320. Next, That means there will be the remaining 4.8 km. 4.8 km is the same as 4,800 meters. We have to convert the 4.8 km to 4,800 meters. Why? Because of this second info here. Every additional 400 meters. So we are working in meters, not in km. So 4,800 meters has many 400 meters in it. So let's find out how many 400 meters are there in 4,800 meters. Right? It's actually a set method. So 4,800 meters is actually made up of 12 400 meters. Now, how did I get 12? You just take 4,800 divide by 400. You will get 12 sets of 400 meters. Now, 12 sets of 400 meters means that she is charged 12 sets of 22 cents. Now, 12 sets of 22 cents will be $2.64. Now, why 12 sets of 22 cents? Because 400 meters, she has to pay 22 cents. Another 400 meters, another 22 cents. Since one set of 400 meters is actually 22 cents, 12 sets will be 22 cents times 12. That is $2.64. Okay? Alright, so this one is still chargeable. This is chargeable. So the chargeable values are as follows. Shanti must pay 44 cents because the taxi stopped at the traffic light. Shanti must pay the first 320, the first km, and Shanti must pay $2.64. All right, for the remaining distance covered. So let's find out what is the total amount that Shanti has to pay for her taxi fare. So the taxi fare payment will be 0.44 at 3.20 at 2.64. So if you add these three amounts, 44 cents plus $3.22, $3.20, sorry, plus $2.64, you should get $6.28. So all this can be done using a calculator. All right? So number 4 is done. Okay, now moving on to question 5. Now question 5 is a very interesting question. It shows us a square, and the square is cut into half, upper half and lower half. Now the upper half, there are 5 equal parts. I call them 5 small rectangles. And 3 rectangles are shaded, 3 small rectangles are shaded, 2 small rectangles are not. For the lower half, we can see there are 4 large rectangles. 2 are shaded, 2 are not. Okay, one more time. The upper half, 5 small rectangles in total. 3 small rectangles are shaded, 2 small rectangles are not. For the lower half of the square, there are a total of 4 large rectangles. 2 large rectangles are shaded, 2 large rectangles are not shaded. Now, since both are the same half, upper half and lower half, they are identical. That means they should have the same value. But if you look at these two, they are not. So how to make them the same value? Our common multiple comes in. It has to be 20. So 20 units here, 20 units here. Okay, so let's do the first upper half first. Now the 20 units here is made up of 3 shaded, 2 unshaded. Each small rectangle is no longer one piece, but is times 4. So it's 4 here. 4. Okay, let me change color. This is 4. This is 4, 4, 4, 4. 4 times 5 gives us 20. Okay, so that means there are 4 shaded, all right, and there are 3 pieces, 3 of such. 3 of the small rectangles are shaded. So 4 times 3 is 12 for the upper half of the square. Now, for the lower half of the square, we have the 20 is being divided by 4. So it is 5 each. 5, 5, and 5. Simply saying, there are 2 shaded ones. So 2 times 5, that gives us 10. So in all, the square has 22 units shaded. Okay, now we know that 22 units shaded is the same as this value here, 165 square cm. 22 units is equal to 165 square cm. So using unitary method, 1 unit will be 165 divided by 22, and our calculator tells us it is 7.5. 7.5. Okay, now 7.5 is a unit. Now, question is asking us what is the area of the entire square? The entire square is made up of 20 units upper half, 20 units lower half. So in all, there's 40 units, and 40 units must be 40 times 7.5 square cm. So 40 times 7.5 gives us exactly 300 square cm. And 300 square cm is already the answer for number 5. We have completed all 5 questions for PSLE 2020 paper 2, question 1 to question 5. In my next videos, I will be talking about the remaining questions in the same paper 2020. All right. Okay. Now, if you find that my today's suggested solutions are clear, easily understood, do give me a like. Feel free to share with anybody who is keen to know more, especially those who are taking PSLE. All right. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Then you get to be notified of my new videos being posted. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for supporting my videos. This is Joseph signing off. Take care. Goodbye.